started doing this, the thing I had to let go of was this thing that was pounded in my head. You need to get width on your swing. You have to, you know, if you want a bigger circle, you got to, you know, stretch it out this way. I really had to let go of that and just turn what felt like I wasn't getting any width.
Yeah, that's a very, very good one. That's a very
real
common.
hard to get away from.
Yeah, how many people have heard that they need width in the golf swing? Everybody's pretty much heard that, right? The problem is, I don't disagree with that. I agree, you need width. Width is potential energy, and long story short, okay? I disagree with how you go about getting width, because most people get width this way. I'm really wide, but I'm totally disconnected, so it's pointless. Jimmy Ballard,
That's the way they want to.
I want you to just make a huge shift off the ball and have this really wide swing, so you want a really long, shallow flat spot. It worked to a degree. Everybody didn't hit the ball anywhere. There's some of the shortest there on the planet, but they could hit it straight. Well, they didn't snap it off the planet very strangely. So that's what happens, is because they're making this big, huge move back and forth. We got to time it really well. That's what the golf swing became, and that's why people got away from weight shift. Weight shift became a taboo thing in the golf swing. That's why stack and tilt is so huge now, because people were taught weight shift like this. Well, I am shifting my weight. There's no doubt. This isn't a very efficient way to do it. So people started chunking the ball and they couldn't hit it solid. So stack and tilt comes out and says, we're going to solve all your problems. We're just going to keep you from ever shifting your weight. Of course, people all of a sudden hit the ball more solid. Why? Because they're on their left-sided impact like they need to get. So they just, but the problem is you're taking one whole side of your body out of the golf swing and changing your angle of attack and all those other things. So weight shift is done, when it's done correctly, is done in every athletic sport on the planet. When you throw a baseball, and this is one of their arguments, they argue that baseball is not a weight shift. I'm like, well yeah, because you're already starting with all your weight back on your right foot, like throwing a baseball. So they have some, they pick and choose strange arguments that don't really make sense. They're like, well, do you think it's shifting your weight? I'm like, no, I'm already there. I don't have to shift my weight, I started there. If I started here, I would have to shift my weight. I wouldn't throw a baseball like this. That's stack and tilt. It doesn't make any sense. And we have you do that. We'll have you do it tomorrow if you have questions about weight shift when we go out on the range. Because a lot of people still are afraid of it. People are literally afraid of weight shift because they're afraid of hitting the ball fat. And they found if I just keep my weight centered, I don't chunk it anymore. I don't thin it anymore. What have you. The problem is when you go out there and try and throw a golf ball as far as you can, every single one of you will probably put your weight on your right heel, and then you'll stride, put your weight on your left heel, and then you'll turn your hips, and then you'll turn your shoulders, and then you'll fire your arm, and you'll be in the box the whole time. Exact same way the golf swing works. It's the same athletic motion that you would do in any other sport. It doesn't matter what it is. It's all the same stuff. So yeah, creating width, the way that you create width correctly is turn, keeping centered, and keep your arms straight. If I do that, I got all the width in the world, but I didn't artificially create it. It's centrifugal force, and I'm not trying to extend my arms that way. Some people may kind of feel that. Feel versus real, don't trust them. You need to know what's actually going on. So if I just turn, keep my arms straight, I've got a ton of width.